Now we've got Pam Shelley from Rock Flat at Cooma in the Monero of New South Wales. She's here at the Wodonga Hereford National and she's got 14 bulls. That's a big team, Pam. How did you manage to get all those ready and prepared?
Oh, it was quite some effort because having had all the rain that we've had, I was nearly going to give up, but I have brought that many for years. So, you know, we wash them at night time all night. I do that myself. And then I've got two lovely boys that help me, that are very lucky to have. And, pardon me, Mike Cummings, he's from America, that's been out here nearly, since he was a young boy, and he's just a fitter. Like, does the bulls up, clips them and everything, and you couldn't get better. He's just terrific to me, so I'm very lucky, really.
Now, in the Monero, you've had a long time of drought, so now you're saying you've had a year's worth of rain in a couple of months, have you?
Yes, it's a record. We've never had as much rain in history as what Cooma's had. This last from the beginning of February until, well, it's sort of still going on now. I mean, there's hardly, but we've had a very cold summer. I do believe global warming's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I did honours in geology at school, and if it's going to get warm, it'll get warm, whether we stand on our head or what we do, because the coal mines were once pine forests, and nobody did that like it happened before people were sort of around. And this terrible rain we've had, I mean, it's marvellous in our paddocks, there's grass feet high, but it's just been so hard. Our shearing was 2 months behind, the sheep were getting down and the eagles were picking holes in their faces before we could find them and get them up. And to prepare the bulls was like a nightmare, really it was.
Now, you've done a good job with at least one of them, because he was the supreme champion Hereford bull of the National Show and Sale. Tell me about that boy. He's a real big fellow for an intermediate bull, isn't he?
Yes, he's sort of, I don't know, he just turned up like that. Like he wasn't the heaviest calf when we weaned them, but he's just gone along since. And I have to admit, like, I do quite a lot of judging myself, and, you know, I was quite excited about him, but you never know, it's only one man's opinion.
So how heavy is he?
Was 1,158 kilos, and he's not 2 years old until Friday.
And he's
That's very heavy for that age, and he has a huge eye muscle. It's 143.
And what's good about the Hereford breed?
I think in the coal country, like we really, all breeds have had to step up a bit, because, you know, it's all about meat and it's what they yield, and they do have tremendous doing ability. They're very good in the cold, and I guess I rather like Charolais and Shorthorns, but because my father had Herefords, I guess I've got Herefords. You know, you sort of looked at them, and he did give me a little load of few. Like when we got married, we had some come back from adjustment, and we sort of started our stud with them virtually. And then I bought quite a lot of cows from Injamira when Ian and Helen Watson had it, and they were lovely cows, and I've gone on from there and just bought some here and there.
What's the temperament of the Hereford breed like?
Oh, that's one thing that they really shine. They've got a beautiful temperament. Like I've been done over by a bull and nearly killed. He was very quiet, but I was a bit silly, and sort of, he was sick and I wanted to give him some antibiotics, and I got my daughter's dressage whip and give him a whack to put him in the race, and he turned around and went for me, and I ended up in the intensive care in Canberra, nearly dead, with 9 broken ribs and my lungs punctured, but you get over that, nothing had stopped me.
And how